Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Zdravko and I'm gonna talk about refugees and asylum seekers in Canada and outside Canada and what is the procedure to apply as a refugee or asylum seeker within or outside of Canada. But before that, let me tell you more about me and why am I doing this. So I'm born in Montenegro, which is a very tiny country in Southeast Europe next to Croatia and Albania. After finishing my high school, I started volunteering in the youth councils and human rights organizations, and that's how I got immersed into human rights activism, equality and equity, work with youth, and that's where I learned my English. So after living abroad for some time, I returned to Montenegro, and in 2010, I got attacked by a stranger on the street. I was walking a dog, and then I realized that he's actually throwing slurs and insults for being gay. He's calling me a faggot and I should die and he's gonna kill me. That was the first time I had to really think, who is gonna know about my sexual orientation in Montenegro, in such a small country, a homophobic country that is led by the religious leaders. I reported the attack to police, and that's where I had to come out, and that's where everything went downhill. But the point here is that I didn't want to go back into the closet. This was the tip point for me to really do something about my life. I was fighting for so many people, for so many other communities, and this was time for me to fight for myself and my own community. So after coming out to police and after a couple of weeks later, I heard that the rumors are going out and that it's very dangerous for me. And that's where I decided to register the first LGBTIQ organization in Montenegro. Fast forward, after being disowned by my parent, being thrown out on the street, being homeless, also rewarding time. We opened the LGBT shelter in Montenegro for those folks who are disowned by their families and parents and friends and society in general. And we moved forward with the LGBTIQ activism. So in 2013, I managed to organize with others in my organization the first LGBTIQ Pride in Montenegro in history. There was a very tough time for all of us, and for me as the only one still in public representing my community, and it was amazing. It was a great adrenaline. Of course, there was lots of death threats and attacks. People wanted to stop us doing it, but it was a very proud moment in my life that I can look back and be proud of myself, but also on everybody who was there, who helped me to organize this and who were part of this movement. So the same year, 2013, I visited Vancouver as a Grand Marshal for Vancouver Pride, open up Pride and be a guest at the parade. It was amazing. It was 600,000 people. That's like almost the entire Montenegro. Amazing experience. But I went back to Montenegro, and that was just after our Pride happened. I received hundreds of death threats, hundreds of messages. Couldn't go out of my apartment. There was no police protection. I was working from my apartment. The people were bringing me food. After a month of living like that, I was forced to leave the country, and that's where I decided to go. I decided to move to Vancouver, where I felt welcome, proud, and positive. And since 2013, I seek asylum in Canada, and I'm going to talk about what you have to know and what a person goes through when they apply inside Canada as an asylum seeker, and how can someone help you to do that once you come inside the country. I've been through the process of asylum, through the hearing, applications, and lawyer and legal aid, and that's what prompted me to continue my activism within Canada and continue working with LGBTIQ refugees and asylum seekers within the organization called Rainbow Refugee. So there you go. My passion for human rights has the history of my life, but everybody has a reason. All of us have a reason why we do this, why we come out, and when we come out, and when we want to do this stuff. In the next video, I'm going to talk about the processes of asylum seeking in Canada and how you can do that and who can give you advice or help you throughout that process. So don't forget to subscribe, because you're gonna be the first one knowing about when the next video is gonna come, and there's a little bell that you can click that will notify you immediately when I post a new video. So I hope this intro helped you to understand why am I so passionate on human rights, asylum seekers and refugees in Canada and internationally, because I have my personal story, my personal experience with the refugees and asylum seekers on an everyday basis. So I'm not only here to talk about the process. Please comment below or leave me a message on a private chat. There's a private chat. So I really hope that my channel and the topics I will cover will help you if you are asylum seeker or refugee, or you will become a refugee, to bring you more information and maybe even some closure on what can you really do and what can you not do in all the process. If you need any help, please comment below the video or message me directly, and I'll do my best to connect you with right people, organizations, or I can help. And one important note, that my videos are not legal advice. They are strictly information based that will help you gain more knowledge. If you do need a lawyer or legal advice, also message me or comment below the video and I can provide you more details. If you need a legal aid, if you're in Canada, also message down below in the video or message me directly and I will help you gather that information. So don't forget to subscribe, because you're gonna help me as well develop more stories, interesting topics, as you and everybody else comment and ask about more things and give me more ideas on what can I talk next, what kind of answers I can provide to you, even have a guest that can clarify some questions you might have. Thank you very much for watching this video, and one really important message for you is, if you are in any way in danger or you're afraid for your life, please reach out to someone. Reach out to your friends, reach out to the ones who really you feel comfortable with, but also reach out to me, reach out to organizations that might help you in finding more resources and more people who can become eventually your friends or someone who will give you more advice. So if you need something like that, please reach out and I'll connect you with the organizations and people that might be this channel of communication and help you out.